Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to XFW. We are live as Ground Zero kicks off. As Biff Wellington enters the fray, and he is flanked by the newcomers, the Blue Bloods.
Weighing in at 263 pounds.
Michael Webster, thank you for liking the stream.
The Strong Man.
Biff Wellington making his entrance tonight here on XFW. Welcome everyone, thank you for tuning in to XFW. Marshall Foskett, thank you for sending stars already, thank you. Mr. Foskett. Wellington recently separating his allegiance with the former XFW World Heavyweight Champion Ramon Cruz. And now bringing in his friends from across the pond. Miguel, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW Ground Zero. And now Wellington forming his own faction, if you will, with the Blue Bloods, Wyndham Shaw and Earl Clark. Adam, thank you for liking the stream. And here comes the man who used to be behind the mask, the man that used to call himself El Yanator,
27 pounds.
Todd Finch. The whitest white man name you can get. Edwin Bonet, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome. Alyssa Marie Burdick saying Biff's mustache is amazing. Biff Wellington may have, in fact, the best mustache in all of professional wrestling. As our first match gets underway here, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to XFW. And here we go, and again, the Blue Bloods on the outside as Finch starts things off early. We've seen Todd Finch getting very, very aggressive over the past few weeks, attacking Mark Collins inside the ring after Collins won a match. Then later on attacking Collins backstage, and now tonight one-on-one with Wellington. I think this is the first time these two have ever been in the ring together. Wellington shoved to the outside. Already Finch in pursuit right out in front of the Blue Bloods. Doesn't seem to care that they're right there. Wellington fires back with the right hand, now shoves Finch back inside the squared circle. Wellington, the former United Kingdom strongman. And Wellington now going to the eyes. Wellington known to take some shortcuts in the pass, and down goes Bob already. And a hip toss now. Wellington with a cover, but Bob is out. Bob is out inadvertently from Wellington shoving Finch across the ring. Bob is easily the referee in XFW that gets knocked out the most, constantly in the fray, always getting himself knocked down, as Wellington right now gets turned upside down. Finch now, full head of steam. Oh, and a right hand. Finch just leveled Wellington. Wellington rolling to the outside. Again, the aggressive level of Todd Finch has grown so much since he lost the mask and lost a number of matches to Pedro Ortiz Jr. Wellington out, a nice spinning heel kick. You don't often see a man of Wellington's size pulling off an agile move like that. Wellington again. Wellington now himself getting a little angry. Finch, though, grabs on. Finch now with a bear hug, trying to squeeze the life and the air out of the ribs of Wellington. Wellington now is trying to get out. Oh, clapping the ears. And a clothesarm at Finch. Dodges out of the way. Wellington, his own momentum carries him all the way to the outside arena floor. Again, I want to welcome everyone to XFW Day. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the likes and the shares we've already got, as well as the stars. Thank you guys continue for support of Bloodsword6 Streaming and XFW Professional Wrestling. Wellington now in trouble. Finch now grabbing Wellington by the throat. This is getting a little heated. I think Wellington got a little bit more than he bargained for tonight, even with the Blue Bloods on the outside watching on. Step over suplex now. You see both Blue Bloods cheering on their main man, the main mustache, if you will. There's more facial hair outside that ring tonight than I think I've seen in a decade. Chris Fair, thank you for liking the stream. Swinging neckbreaker now by Lord Biff Wellington. Finch again with a counter. Finch has had a number of answers for stuff Wellington has thrown his way and continues to outsmart Wellington. Wellington fires back with a boot to the midsection. Wellington now full Nelson and takes him up over. Mr. Fair, thank you for sharing. There's the old school technical prowess of Biff Wellington, now over. Too close to the ropes. Wellington now backing off a little bit. Wellington. Melissa's on, thank you for liking the stream. Wellington now full head of steam from Wellington, goes for a high cross body. Finch dumping him off to the side. Finch saw that coming a mile away, and again we find these guys on the outside arena floor. Again, the level of, what is this? Finch now hoisting up. Oh, and drops him down hard to the canvas. Our replay not working yet. Is it good? There we go. Finch now picking up Wellington off the floor. Off the floor and powerbombing him on the outside. As we return live here to the action. Again, these guys, the referee, still making the count. Uh-oh, here come the Blue Bloods. The Blue Bloods in pursuit. Trying to come over to stave off Finch as it continues to batter Wellington on the outside. I guarantee you Wellington did not think he was getting this much of a fight tonight from Finch. Went for up to a 6 count. This is going to be shades of our main event the other night. Derek Smith, thank you for liking the stream. Wellington sent into the ring post. Referee continues to count up to an 8 count. Finch doesn't care. Finch is going to town on Wellington. Does not care up to a 10 count. Wellington flies back in. Wellington with the victory. Wellington outsmarting. Wellington pulling off the victory, outsmarting Todd Finch in the last seconds of that match. Finch not paying attention to the ring, to the count of the referee, and it backfired on him. And Wellington gets the victory. Finch was just in an absolute anger and rage at ringside. There's the last moment, and you see Finch not even paying attention. Wellington sliding right in just as the referee comes down with the 10 count.
Gentlemen, the Strong Man.
And Biff Wellington outsmarting Todd Finch. As Johnny Ives says, pip, pip, cheerio. Wellington walks away victorious. Fingers up. Wellington walks away the winner on our opening match at XFW Ground Zero. Welcome everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is XFW Ground Zero, the beginning of our weekly broadcast. Ira Israeli, thank you, or Israel, thank you for following. Thank you for becoming a fan. And everyone else, all the XFW regulars, welcome to our opening broadcast of the week. And again, you saw Biff Wellington. Biff outsmarted Finch. Did he really win? Well, Biff did beat the 10 count. Biff did get inside the ring. Wellington does get the W tonight. Again, the level of anger Todd Finch has been on as of late has been a new level for him. He continues to have this animalistic rage ever since losing a string of matches to his former partner and mentor, Pedro Ortiz Jr. Now, Pedro Ortiz Jr. has been a long, decorated competitor here in XFW. United States champion, multi-time world heavyweight champion. Ira, thank you for liking the stream as well as becoming a new follower. Welcome to XFW. Thank you to all the guys who become new fans. Ira's name now at the bottom on the screen. Thank you for that. Johnny Ivan still in the lead with weekly stars at 1,000. Thank you, Johnny Ivan, for that. Apex Fan 1988, our newest follower over on Twitch. Thank you guys for continuing to support XFW and all the new fans who continue to find our stream here on Bloodsword6 Streaming, whether you're on Twitch, whether you're on Facebook, or whether you are on YouTube. Thank you guys for continuing to join us here for our crazy brand of digital professional wrestling. Our main event tonight, folks, is a rematch from last week on XFW Ground Zero. The Purple Haze, Rick the Dragon Fletcher, again challenging the current XFW Internet Champion, Lee Bischoff. Now, this time it is a non-title match. Bischoff was victorious last week, defending his championship yet again. But the Purple Dragon, the Purple Haze, if you will, has demanded a rematch, saying he was not ready for the match. He wasn't expecting the hardcore aspect of it. Regardless, Lee Bischoff said, "I'll fight anyone, anytime, anywhere. Let's do this." However, this is a non-title matchup because the Fletcher needs to get himself, he needs to earn that spot again, but a win tonight for Fletcher could very well line him up with another spot. But right now, we're going to head down to ringside as women's tag team action goes live on XFW Ground Zero. J.R. Richmond really pulling for a Stan sighting.
The contest is scheduled for one fall.
Well, we have some good news for the Stan fans tonight.
On the way to the ring,
Stan Martin will be in action later on this evening. But right now, the Syndicate making their way out to ringside. These two young ladies have lined themselves up an opportunity to challenge the XFW Women's Tag Team Champions at our next big event, which is now based just a little over a few weeks away. But tonight they'll go head-to-head with Team Hotness. The Syndicate has been doing very well for themselves lately since showing up here in XFW. But these two young ladies right here continue to impress fans and critics alike. Emma Fox and Brittany Brooks making their way down to ringside. James Shaw, thank you for liking the stream. Thank you for joining us. James Shaw, thank you for sharing our stream as well as XFW continues. Ground Zero starting things off tonight. Tomorrow night, XFW Crossfire. Friday night will be XFW Danger Zone, our flagship program, and Saturday Night Showdown this Saturday. Oh, the drop kick already from Emma Fox as she starts things off going head-to-head with Akira Shang. We had an explosive ending to our programming this past week when the Destroyer went toe-to-toe with the Eliminator for the first time in one-on-one competition since the Eliminator has returned to XFW. And it ended in a draw as the found both combatants on the outside as a 10 count happened when the Destroyer speared the Eliminator through the outside ring barrier. From what I understand, there is another match on the way later this week on XFW Danger Zone where these two brutes will meet again in a rematch. Akira Shang already making a quick tag. In comes Yuri Tanaka going, oh! And right out of the gate, landing a roundhouse kick to the face of Emma Fox and level Fox. Dumps her up over now. Nice butterfly suplex. Fox with her own diving tag. In comes Brittany Brooks. And Brittany Brooks exploding into the ring with a spear and bent Akira Shang in half. Brittany Brooks now going to work, stomping a mullet hole in Akira Shang. I'm sorry, Yuri Tanaka. Front face lock now by Brooks. Brooks goes to the eyes. And a hell of a right hand there from Brooks. What a wind-up. Leveling Tanaka. Emma Fox still on the outside, laying down on the floor. Trying out there, she finally gets back up in her corner. As Brittany Brooks now turns on the defense. As Yuri Tanaka turns things around in the square circle. A lot of chatter now in our chat room here about Stan Martin making an appearance tonight. Stan Martin, Stan the Man as he calls himself, the former used car salesman turned professional wrestler, has yet to win a match here at XFW. And as week in and week out just continues to be a punching bag for everybody else. We'll be in action later on this evening. But right now, the women of XFW tag team action, and Shang with a phenomenal tilt-a-roll arm drag takes Brittany Brooks head over heels, but Brooks right back, turns things around, sends her flying into a blind tag by Yuri Tanaka, the Syndicate. But Brittany Brooks not going to be shut down. Goes right back in the offense, hoisting Tanaka up. The tenacious offense of Emma Fox and Brittany Brooks continues to increase week after week. These two found a kinship backstage, started traveling on the road together as soon as the women's division came to light here in XFW. Todd Warner, thank you for liking the stream. Beautiful dragon suplex by Yuri. We got a cover where Fox gets the shoulders up. I was talking about Emma Fox and Brittany Brooks, the kinship, the friendship that these two have been building on the road. And as soon as the women's division came to life, these two were quick. One of the first tag teams to sign up. But right now, Fox on the top rope. Fox, boom! Goes high, but nobody home. Yuri Tanaka narrowly avoiding that Phoenix press, that moonsault style attack, and then goes right back on the offense with a well-placed elbow drop. Yuri now, cartwheel into a moonsault. The athleticism of the Syndicate is just, sometimes just mind-boggling. Right now, Team Hotness, the double team in effect. Brittany Brooks pulling Tanaka off the apron and blasting her down with suplex on the outside. Yuri Tanaka now in a world of hurt as the numbers game comes into effect. Tanaka flying right back inside, avoiding further harm and a tag to Akira Shang. Shang quickly right inside the ring. Irish whip into the corner, goes for an enziguri. Brittany Brooks dodges out of the way. Team Hotness on a roll tonight. Head scissors takedown now by Brittany Brooks. It would be an interesting aspect now that the Syndicate has lined themselves up for a number one contendership spot for the Women's Tag Team Championships. If Team Hotness can pull off a victory tonight, they could very well interject themselves into that title hunt. Shang turns things around with an arm drag. Kick to the midsection now. Nice float over neckbreaker by Shang. Brittany Brooks now staggered. Drop kick now to Fox. Oh, and Brooks takes a right hand from Akira Shang. Unprovoked. Beautiful slow impact German suplex. Good Lord, that was brutal. That was live, and that was almost in slow motion. Ooh, and again the roundhouse kick. Running start right to the face of Emma Fox, who's now on the receiving end of several minutes of unanswered offense. May be in trouble here for Team Hotness. Akira Shang again with a counter. Hoists her up. What is this? Dumps her over the back of her head. Akira Shang now starting to dominate. Oh, and a spear. Emma Fox again exploding out of nowhere. Getting back to her feet and levels Shang. Opens the door and tags in comes Brittany Brooks. And again, Shang, just she gets to her feet, Brooks levels her. Team Hotness is definitely keeping the Syndicate on their toes tonight. Enziguri now from Yuri Tanaka. Unbelievable back and forth between these two teams. Senton bomb. Yuri Tanaka now exploding with offense. I don't think the Syndicate bargained for the level of competitiveness they're getting from Team Hotness. A lot of folks think that these two are just pretty faces. They are no! Good Lord, good night. What a shot there by Tanaka. Again, that roundhouse kick. Tanaka now on the top rope. Ooh, the knees come up from Brittany Brooks. Very well been paying Blossom. Brooks now the kick to the midsection. Drops her down, brutal neckbreaker by Brittany Brooks. Cover now on Yuri Tanaka. 2. Almost a 3 count. Akira Shang getting there with a split hair left. Tanaka now lines her up. Takes her again over butterfly suplex. Emma Fox looking desperate again inside the ring. Yuri Tanaka lines her up with a hellacious combination. Follow up with a senton bomb and another cover where Fox comes in and makes the save. This is starting to look like it's getting heated. It looks like a lot of these, all 4 of these ladies are starting to take things personal as Akira Shang and Tanaka. It almost looks like the frustration is starting to mount. We got a tag. Here comes Akira Shang again. Uh-oh. We've seen this before. Hoist her up. Into the elbow drop. Bent in half is Brittany Brooks. We've got a cover. Emma Fox comes in and makes the save. Oh, and Fox gets sent off the apron for her troubles. What a shot! Goes for a spinning knee kick. Nobody home. Ocean now by Brittany Brooks, trying to keep this match alive. A hip toss takeover. Brittany Brooks trying to keep hopes alive for Team Hot, as Shang fires right back. Goes for a spin kick. Brittany Brooks again on the counter. Running bulldog now from Brooks. Levels Akira Shang. Fox now getting back on her corner finally. Brooks may need to make a tag at this point. She looks a little winded. And a shot again. Akira Shang again leveling. Brittany Brooks again. Brooks staying resilient. A nice counter again. Ooh, and a knee shot right to the ribs. This time the knee strike connects. Shang now going to the outside, up on the top rope. Now it's Akira Shang. Big time senton bomb again. We've got a cover. Only a 2 count. Shot to the midsection. Brittany Brooks now going to work. Double leg takedown. And now right hand after right hand to a little Akira Shang. Emma Fox and Yuri Tanaka on the outside as those two continue to battle. Dragon suplex now for Brittany Brooks. What a back and forth match between these two teams. Checking the Fireman's Carry takeover. But again, Brittany Brooks getting right back to her feet. Power slam now from Brooks. Claps the hands. We've got a cover. Almost a 2 count. Akira Shang now fighting for her life. Brooks hoists her up. Angle style slam takes her up and over. We've got a cover again by Brittany Brooks. 1. Yuri Tanaka there just in case her partner needed her as she started getting back to her feet. Up and over, again the arm drag. Brooks has been in the ring for a long while now. Irish whip. Emma Fox again taking off the apron, finally getting back up. But how much damage has been done? Back into the corner we go. Ooh! Brutal kick there from Shang. Shang now up on the ropes. Moonsault. Shang going right back to it again a second time. Another moonsault. She's pointing to the ropes again. Shang all the way up to the top. 3 moonsaults. And again, all 4 women back inside the ring. This is getting intense. Counter again by Akira Shang. Hoists her up, takes her over again, dumping Brittany Brooks on the back of her skull. This is getting insane. Akira Shang going to top rope, tag. Again comes Emma Fox, dodging inevitability. Was Brittany Brooks now to the outside. Shang flies in, spinning, clothesline, diving through the air is Akira Shang. What a shot, and again Emma Fox now turn around. Fox now on the ropes, big time high cross body. Takes her out. Brittany Brooks still on the outside. Emma Fox doing this all by herself. Now a flurry of shots from Emma Fox. Emma Fox with a cover. Almost a 3 count. Yuri Tanaka now inside the ring. She needs to get out. On a suplex now to Emma Fox. Both ladies now down. Emma Fox and Brittany Brooks definitely trying to get themselves into this contest, trying to interject themselves in the women's championship scenario. Fox now hoists her up. Fox takes her down Uranagi style, and Fox has her locked on. Fox has it locked on. Yuri Tanaka there. Cover again. Bad placement by Emma Fox. Partner still in there, but Fox now on a rampage. Akira Shang in trouble. Goes to work on the knee. Trying to slow down the offense of Akira Shang. Vulnerable tie-up. Oh, Shang dives to the air, nobody home. Drop kick now from Emma Fox. Holy hell, a second one right between the eyes. Swinging a clothesline miss. High cross body now from Emma Fox, who is on fire. Tag back in comes Brittany Brooks. Back and forth match, folks. This is only our second match of the night. Holy cow. Brooks now hoists her up into a backbreaker. And now stretching Shang. What condition will the Syndicate be in when they challenge for the Women's Tag Team Championships after a match like this? Collar double tie-up. Counter by Brooks up over the top. Shang holds on. Shang with a shot to the midsection. Shang up and over. Sunset flip, pinning combination. We've got a cover. Almost a 3 count. Again, all 4 women back inside the ring. Shang hoists her up. Brittany Brooks flips out. And lands the running bulldog. Brittany Brooks using the momentum, flipping out of the suplex, lands a bulldog, and now blasting the head of Akira Shang off the canvas. What a monumental battle between these two teams. Brittany Brooks, again the suplex. Akira Shang's been bouncing off her head like there's no tomorrow. Adam, thank you for sending 1,000 stars. Adam, thank you so much for supporting XFW. Shang breaks the headlock. Brittany Brooks now on fire. Absolutely destroying Shang. Oh, Shang fires back and connects with a shot to the head. And now again the diving clothesline from Akira Shang. Shang stomps away now in the face. Shang hoists her up. Oh my dear Lord. Oh! Are you kidding me? Shang with a powerbomb, brutalizing. And now again, both members of the Syndicate inside the ring. What a knockdown, drag-out match this has turned into. Emma Fox again set up the ring by Akira Shang. Hard impact into the turnbuckle. Goes to the knee strike, nobody home. Again, the fire back. Brittany Brooks, chin buster. Good Lord. Put all 3 of these teams in for the Tag Team Championship. This is outstanding. Brooks again grabs the front face lock. Yuri Tanaka can barely hang on to the ropes on the outside, holding herself up. Brittany Brooks now going to town on Akira Shang. Kick to the midsection. DDT connects. Unbelievable. You can see on the outside, Emma Fox now trying to hold herself up. Brooks winds up, drives her down with a neck breaker again. Akira Shang holding onto the back of her head. That may have done some serious damage to the neck vertebrae. We've got a cover. Couldn't get a good grip on her, decided to go for the second one. 2, almost a 3 count. You don't get much closer than that. Brittany Brooks looking like she thought she had it. Shang back to her feet. Shang up and around. Takedown again. Shang again, the stomps to the face by Shang. Hoists her up, drops her down. Powerbomb, spins her down. There's the knee strike again from Akira Shang. What a shot. We've got a cover. All 4 ladies in the ring again. And again, Brittany Brooks gets the shoulder up. Drop kick. Akira Shang now turning her attentions to Emma Fox. Tosses her up and over the top, crashing down to the outside. Back to the turnbuckle. Tag, in comes Yuri Tanaka. Tanaka going to the top. A second time. The Syndicate lands the powerbomb. Combination elbow drop. Brittany Brooks may just sustain an injury. That's it. Good Lord. What a marathon battle between 2 outstanding teams. But Brittany Brooks refusing to stay down. With the Syndicate keeping on point. What an outstanding battle between those two teams as the Syndicate cement the #1 contendership as they will challenge Vicious and Delicious for the XFW Women's Tag Team Championships.
The Syndicate.
Wow. What a match between those four young ladies. Team Hotness elevating their in-ring abilities again, taking the Syndicate to their limits. And folks, you got to wonder again, Brian Shook, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW Ground Zero. What a match between them, folks. That was incredible. And again, the level of competition that both those teams bring. And I want to still give a round of applause, even though Team Hotness lost. That was an outstanding display of athleticism. Quite frankly, folks, if I was the championship committee, I'd be watching that kind of match, and I'd be looking to possibly, someone already talked about triple threat match. I think they're referring to Stan, the Destroyer, and the Eliminator. Stan would not walk out of that match if he was in the ring with those two monsters. Everyone saw how those guys ripped each other apart. In their last match. Can you imagine Stan in the ring with either the Eliminator or the Destroyer? I don't know if we can actually put that on live TV, folks. That might be too much for anyone to handle. As we get ready for our next match, folks. And Lawrence Williams is like the stream. Thank you, Mr. Williams, for joining us here on XFW. Now up next, folks, is Stan the Man Martin. Now, Stan has been struggling here in XFW since his debut, and a lot of folks feel he doesn't belong here in XFW. Stan, again, we talk a lot about because I think Stan actually sold a car to Pain and Terror. So, Wraith Currency says, Stan versus the Hatred. I think even Stan himself will be too smart to sign up for that match. However, we don't know. But right now, he gets to take on the Lone Wolf, Tyson Vader, next on XFW Ground Zero. Again, I want to thank everyone, and here comes Tyson Vader.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Linda Tan, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW.
Weighing in at 210 pounds, Tyson Vader.
Tyson Vader now dubbing himself the Lone Wolf, breaking off from the family business as it was. Tyson Vader, a former member of the Wolfpack here in XFW with his fathers and uncles. Kwame, thank you for liking the stream. The Wolfpack here in XFW. Started by Casey Vader with his two brothers. Jay Gaspard, thank you for becoming a fan of XFW here at Bloodsword6 Streaming. Tyson and his uncle Casey having issues in the past. The two have come to blows time and time again. But Tyson, who came to XFW just to follow his uncles, became enthralled with the world of professional wrestling, has made that his career instead of the family business, so to speak. And ladies and gentlemen,
from New York, weighing in at 200.
Here comes Stan Martin.
Stan Martin.
Stan the Man, as he calls himself, the guy who wants to be a professional wrestler. He's got the look, folks. He's got the gear, but one thing Stan does not have is in-ring ability. But I will give him this, folks. He's got a die-hard attitude. He will not stay down. Well, he does stay down. He gets pinned all the time, but he keeps coming back. Stan the Man continuing his efforts here in XFW, trying to get forth some kind of aspect. There we go, folks. Here's the bell, and we're off. Stan dodging out of the way, but Tyson Vader keeping those quick, educated hands and feet going. Usher device, and up and over. Marshall Foskett, thank you for 100 stars and a spine buster from Tyson Vader, and Stan is already reeling. I mean, how much time do you have to train as a professional wrestler when you're, Vader's got him up. Alabama slam as Tyson Vader continues already his early ring office. Tyson Vader, the breakout star of the Wolfpack here in XFW. This young man has outstanding in-ring presence, a decent martial arts ability, has really outshined the rest of the Wolfpack. His Uncle Casey, who is a very in-your-face brawler-style wrestler. Tyson, very different. A good, decent amount of technical wrestling. Again, the martial arts aspect. We've seen him have a number of matches with Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. The two did outstanding. His first time he had clashing with his uncle and the rest of his family. He had a match with Raiden Yamashita. The two damn near brought the house down. And Vader shook his hand after the match, and that set his Uncle Casey off, and since then the two have battled back and forth. Folks, I'm sorry I was talking too much, but that was the first time I think Stan has ever made a pin attempt here in XFW, and unfortunately it was short-lived as Tyson Vader cuts him right off, picks him up, Fisherman's Buster into a pinning combination, but Stan gets the shoulder up. Back to his feet is Stan. Launches a shot to the midsection now. What was he doing? Stan took too much time. I think Stan himself was surprised that he landed a shot on Tyson Vader. His eyes got wide. He looked shocked, but it opened up the door for Vader to fire another shot right into the face and level poor Stan down. Countered out by Stan, sending Vader into the corner. Vader turns it right around instantly. Stan now in a bad predicament. Vader setting him on the top rope. Oh no. Vader with a right hand. Vader now on the top. Tyson, both men now on the top rope. Tyson Vader, superplex from the top. Tyson Vader. I like to say I'm surprised by this, folks. But Stan, Vader's got him on the shoulders. Shot to the face. Into the German suplex. That might be all she wrote. Wow. Stan somehow getting the shoulder up, impressively so. I should know by Tyson. Tyson shoots him up. Flapjack, face first. Vader hoists him out on the shoulders a second time. Another Alabama slammer for Stan. Vader now a shot. And now quick kicks to the chest. Repeatedly. 3. And a shot right to the top of the head. Stan might be out on his feet. Vader hooks him up on the shoulder again. Takes him down again, the knee strike. Vader now, Shining Wizard, running shot right to the face. Stan just got turned inside out. 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, do my eyes deceive me? Stan got his shoulders up again, and now dodges out of the way. Goes for a snapmare. Tyson Vader dodging. Oh, running kick to the face, right between the eyes. And then Stan showing some resiliency. Stan keeping this alive. Vader himself seems shocked, seems surprised. Hell, I know I am. Tyson now off the rope, senton bomb again. 2 shots now on Stan. Tyson Vader now starting to put in some work. He looked like he might actually be sweating as now Vader on the top rope. Turn it around. Oh, big time. Gets the leg off, but didn't look like he got all of them. Wade Jaworski, thank you for liking the stream. Vader may have extended himself there, given an opportunity, a possibility, but Stan's still down. Stan now finally starting to get back to the ropes. Can barely look. He looks like somebody in an old folks home just trying to get back to his feet. Collar and elbow type now. Stan shoves him away. Vader lights him up with the right hand. Vader coastal. Look at Vader with the prawn position. Are you kidding me? And Stan again gets the shoulder up. Both men back to their feet to square off. Where the hell did Stan learn to wrestle? Vader's got him up on the shoulder again. GTS in the face. Vader, second time. Stan turned upside down. cover again. The hopes and dreams of Stan Martin once again fade into obscurity as Tyson Vader lands the pinfall victory. But folks, I'm honestly going to say it, I was more impressed with the in-ring ability of Stan tonight. His staying power seems to be increasing. Could it be that Stan is getting used to getting beat up? And Stan is learning to take a shot and not have a glass jaw? Tyson Vader victorious. This was impressive here, folks. I've not seen anyone use this other than Earl Clark of the Blue Bloods. Tyson Vader continuing to increase his in-ring arsenal. But again, Stan showed some decent staying power. I got to give him credit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Uncle Casey, Uncle Casey, Uncle Casey in the ring. Tyson doesn't see it yet. Uncle Casey in the, oh, now he sees it. And Casey Vader picks him up his nephew, and squeezing the life out of Tyson again is Casey Vader. And drops him down to the neck in a backbreaker. Casey Vader again attacking his nephew. Unprovoked. And now knee strikes. The leader of the Wolfpack now slams down his nephew. What would prompt this? Oh, what a shot. A hellacious uppercut by Casey Vader, leveling his nephew down. Again, these two have gone toe-to-toe in the past. As Casey Vader has said, you either listen to me or you're not going to be here. And right now, that lesson is learning hard. Good night, Irene. Wow. Casey Vader again attacking his nephew, laying him out in front of the audience. Again, unprovoked, folks, is this attack by Casey Vader. This is simply because Tyson became enthralled with the world of professional wrestling. He took to it. He honestly seems to be a natural here in XFW. And I think the fact that the crowd has resonated, has latched onto Tyson for his in-ring abilities, has been outstanding. And I think it's, quite frankly, I think his uncle Casey is jealous. Casey Vader exploded on the scene in XFW almost 2 years ago now, and did very well for himself. But Tyson came in and just enticed the crowd, got them roped up with his outstanding in-ring presence, and now breaking off from the family, wanting to get full-time professional wrestler. And obviously it does not resonate well with his uncle, as we know that the Wolfpack has had ties with the Cosa Nostra. They have had, I'm not supposed to talk about it, make sure the door's closed. Dirk Webb was the first one to break the scene and talk about the fact that the packages were being delivered to the XFW studios by the Cosa Nostra, by the Wolfpack, and then picked up by somebody else and left out. It's been, let's say, odd, the extracurricular activities of both the Wolfpack and the Cosa Nostra here in XFW. And folks, it continues. But Tyson Vader, living to be here in XFW, wants to be a full-time wrestler, and we're happy to have him. You got to wonder what's going to go on as these groups continue, as Tyson Vader, just wanting to have a career, continually gets backstabbed by his own family, folks. It's hard. Right now, we're getting down to ringside for more one-on-one action next, as XFW Ground Zero continues. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. The man that continues to surprise opponent after opponent, Dynamite Nick Thomas.
120 pounds, Dynamite Nick Thomas.
Dynamite Nick Thomas making his way down the ring. Seems like Dynamite Nick Thomas has finally settled on one hairstyle. This young kid seems like he's getting a different hairstyle all through this pandemic, time and time again. Exploding into the ring, this young man has a never quit, never die attitude. Similar to Stan Martin's, but Nick Thomas actually gets wins inside the ring. Thomas had a couple near chances at XFW Gold, But tonight he goes head-to-head with a newcomer to XFW, Matsuda Tanaka. We've seen this young man in a handful of matches so far in XFW. Has done very well for himself. Was one of the last 3 competitors in our XFW Extreme Opportunity Royal Rumble 2 weeks ago. And now back out here in singles competition. Another one of our exciting Japanese superstars here in XFW. Well, we got to get rid of that symbol, don't we? Tanaka slated to go toe-to-toe. Ooh, Thomas. Thomas looks ready. I've never seen that level of anger on Thomas' face. He was snarling over at Matsuda Tanaka. And here we go. And Tanaka comes out of the row, out of the corner with a flying cross chop and knocks Thomas down. In a second time. Tanaka explosive speed right out of the gate. And now a drop kick now from Thomas. Dynamite Nick Thomas, one of the forever underdogs here in XFW. A lot of folks look right past this young star, but he does outstanding in the ring. His technical abilities are outstanding. A phenomenal grappler here in XFW, Matsuda Tanaka. A high flyer, decent technical ring abilities himself. But right now, Thomas stomping away on the rookie here in XFW. Tanaka did wrestle for a long time over in Japan, making his way now to the United States. We're happy to sign here with XFW. Right now getting stomped on by Dynamite Nick Thomas, right to the back of the head and the neck, forcing his face down to the canvas. And now here's the technical abilities. Over to overhand wrist lock, trying to wear down Matsuda Tanaka. Tanaka now firing back, trying to break the hold. And Tanaka with an explosive enziguri. I don't think Thomas saw that. I don't think he knows what day it is now. And a clothesline up and over the top rope. Goes Thomas. I bet you Tanaka wish he'd pulled that off in the last few minutes of the XFW Extreme Opportunity Royal Rumble. He could have been having an opportunity to face for the World Heavyweight Championship had he pulled that clothesline off when he was in the ring. Peggy Allred, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. Thank you for joining us. Reverse DDT now from Tanaka. Wow, look at how quick he got to that top rope. Good Lord, like a cat. And now Tanaka off the top, and a splash onto Thomas. We've got a cover. Only a 1 count. As Dynamite Nick Thomas gets the shoulder up relatively easy. Slap away now by Tanaka. Thomas fires right back. Hello, his right hand up on the shoulders. Head scissors, spinning Tanaka up and over. Thomas now going to work stiff kick to the back of the head. Dynamite Nick Thomas looking for an opportunity to challenge for the XFW Internet Championship. Currently held by Lee Bischoff. Bischoff now with a number of successful title defenses. Thomas now going to the top rope. Dynamite Nick Thomas. Off with a monstrous senton into a cover. But Tanaka gets the shoulder up. Thomas again. Just looked like he's running around the ring like he's all kinds of excited. Thomas, and this time an elbow drop. Lands right on target. Tanaka now in trouble. Stiff kick to the back, but Tanaka gets right back to his feet. Super kick. And another one. One to the knee, one to the chin. Thomas is covered. What a kick out. Tanaka now turning things around on Dynamite Nick Thomas. Thomas may be unconscious. Tanaka now, old school now, ground and pound. No, now elbows right to the forehead. Brutal impact by Tanaka, but look at Dynamite Nick Thomas rolling through, going for the cartwheel kick. Nobody home. Tanaka able to counter out. But now a number of shots in the face. Both men now grasping the shot. Tanaka now with some nice jabs. Tanaka grabs on. Tanaka takes him over. Triangle hold. Triangle hold locked on by Matsuda Tanaka. Thomas now fighting through. He can't hang on. He's got a tap. Matsuda Tanaka locks on a triangle hold out of nowhere. lightning speed. Here's the splash from earlier on in the contest. But Thomas able to get the shoulder up. And here's the senton. Did you see the height that Nick Thomas got with that? Had to be at least 12 feet in the air. Maddie, thank you for liking the stream. There's the super kick from Tanaka that almost put the exclamation point on this match. But the triangle hold. There was the dodge of the kick. Thomas going for his finishing maneuver. Cornelius, thank you for liking the stream.
Here's your winner, Matsuda Tanaka.
And the newcomer to XFW gets another notch in his belt, another W in the win-loss column with a victory tonight over Dynamite Nick Thomas. Impressive match from both these young wrestlers. Dynamite Nick Thomas, again, an outstanding in-ring competitor. But that was an impressive way to lock on that triangle hold by Tanaka out of nowhere, dodging out of the way of that cartwheel kick, and then just getting right into his face, locking on that hold. Thomas with nowhere to go, forced to tap out. An outstanding match between two young stars here in XFW. We'll see more of both of them, I guarantee you, in the future. I mean, everyone knows Dynamite Nick Thomas doesn't go anywhere. That young kid has got no quit attitude. I guarantee he'll be backstage right now, walking up to Tanaka going, good match, buddy. Let's do it again. Which I'm sure will be kind of odd and foreign to Tanaka after you beat a guy's face. And normally you don't get a whole lot of handshakes. It's very far and few between. You see that kind of stuff go on in the ring. I mean, there is the code. There is the sportsmanlike conduct we see from a lot of guys. And Nick Thomas is all about that. I've seen guys blast Thomas in the head with chair shots and him still walk over and try to shake their hand, which just seems to befuddle everyone. Again, folks, our main event of the evening later on tonight will feature Rick the Dragon Fletcher going toe-to-toe with Lee Bischoff. Now, these two collided last week right here on XFW Ground Zero with the XFW Internet Championship on the line. Now, it was an Extreme Rules match. It saw Lee Bischoff walk away with the victory. The Fletcher came back and said he was not prepared for that match. He said it was his own mistake. He was not ready for a hardcore match of that level with Lee Bischoff. He asked for a rematch. Bischoff said he'll give him one, but not again for the title. He says he's got to earn his spot, just like Bischoff earned his way up. That's what he's claiming. And let's face it, folks, in the world of professional wrestling, you've got to earn your spots. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is given to you. But right now, we're going to see what these two ladies can give as Bryce Watts clashes with Kelly Rivers next on XFW Ground Zero. And here comes Bryce Watts.
Is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia.
This young former roller derby queen turned professional wrestler Bryce Watts has captivated the audience here in XFW with her high impact style of wrestling. Exploded onto the scene just a little over 30 or 60 days ago. I almost forget we had a 30-day ban here on Facebook. But the audience is behind this young lady. She continues to impress, but she goes toe-to-toe with this tiny package of dynamite tonight, Kelly Rivers. Kelly Rivers is one of those things that they say, big things come in small packages, and Kelly Rivers is one example of that. This young lady has a lot of fight in a small frame, but does outstanding inside the ring. And will experience prevail over the newcomer Bryce Watts tonight on XFW Ground Zero. Bryce Watts getting a little friendly with the audience there. There's the bell. We are back off and running. And Kelly Rivers already scooping Watts up off her feet into a backbreaker. Again, the experience level of Kelly Rivers will be far higher than Bryce Watts. She's still a rookie, still a greenhorn here in XFW. Rivers now front face lock into a float over suplex. Now grabbing the hair of Watts, trying to wrench off the head. Watts trying to get back to her feet. Manages to break the hold. And Watts with a handful of hair drives Rivers back down to the canvas. That's a little of that anger level from the former roller derby days. There was nothing technical about that. That was just sheer brutality. Old school street fighting techniques. Bryce now coming back again, and you see that brutal style. The in-your-face elbows that she's firing off. Nice leapfrog there from Watts. Watts now Luthez press. And now blasting Rivers off the canvas. Kelly Rivers may have lighted a fire in Bryce Watts tonight. Beautiful dropkick now by Watts. Watts going to the top rope. That is way out there. That might be too far. Watts lands the elbow. Good Lord, she went 3/4 across the ring. We've got to cover. Bryce took herself more than halfway across the ring for that elbow drop. Rivers now blocks a shot. Again, the experience level of Kelly Rivers is starting to show through earlier on. And now a cover again by Rivers. Bryce gets the shoulder up. Ooh! Knee strike right to the middle of the spine will definitely slow things down for Bryce Watts. And there's a hellacious whirlwind clothesline. Watts bent backwards by Kelly Rivers. Rivers now starting to lay on some heavy offense. Trying to slow down the challenger tonight. She hoists her up. Rivers now dumps her on her face. Brutal impact as Rivers now builds momentum. Into a Russian leg sweep. Stomping away now is Watts. Or is Rivers, I should say, on Watts. Watts with a nice counter now. Mary Barrett, thank you for liking the stream. Into a spine buster out of nowhere. Watts just hoists up Rivers and drives her down into a spine buster. And Kelly Rivers with a counter into a DDT. Both of these ladies now exploding back and forth with offense and counters in this contest. Mary Barrett, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Collar elbow type now. Watts with a kick to the midsection. And a clothesline. Drops her down to the canvas. Watts now going back to the top rope. Rivers, she looks like she's trying to roll out of range. I think it's going to happen. No, she did see it coming. We've got a cover now by Rivers. Watts gets the shoulder up almost instantaneously. Might have knocked the wind out of her, but she's still conscious enough to realize she was covered. Collar elbow tie. Watts breaks it off. Watts tosses her up and over. Rivers hangs on. Oh, and a drop kick. This time she doesn't. Watts levels Rivers, sends her to the outside arena floor. Bob will now start the count. Watts staying inside, possibly to catch her breath a little bit. Rivers comes right back inside now. Right back at it, winds her down to the canvas. Stomping away now is Watts. Possibly getting her second wind in this match. And the head scissors now trying to squeeze the life out of Rivers. Nice leg drop. A little emphasis there on the spin, adding a little bit more impact onto it with the momentum. Rivers now has a counter though. Rivers on a close and now Watson crashing the outside arena floor. Right hand again by Watts as they continue on. Cornelius, thank you for joining us while you're at the studio. And now Rivers' head blasted off the Bloodsword6 table. Luckily they got away. They keep ripping this thing down. We can't take online orders for our t-shirts every time these guys decide to tear back and beat the hell out of our table. Rivers down a kick to the midsection, hoists her up. Powerbomb by Kelly Rivers. Whoa. Watts getting right back to her feet. Almost instantaneously flying a shoulder tackle. Watts just surprised Kelly Rivers by that. And it goes for a super kick. It's countered. Hoists her up. Crucifix takes her over. All impact, no cover. Watts now rolling to the outside wisely. Rivers right in pursuit. And she paid for it. sent reeling to the outside arena floor. Oh, Rivers sent into that ring post and a second time. That'll definitely mark up that pretty complexion of Kelly Rivers. Rivers shoves Bryce now back inside. Trying to spare a moment. Bryce already starting to get back to her feet. Irish whip now by Rivers. Watts stagger to the corner. Oh, and a shoulder tackle. Driving her almost through the turnbuckle and a clubbing shot to the back now. Rivers getting a little angry here. Oh, and another clothesline. Bryce fires back with explosive offense. Super kick in the midsection. Oh, and one hell of an uppercut from Bryce Watts. Did you see that level Rivers? And now a flying forearm. Beautifully executed by Bryce Watts. Marvin, thank you for following. That's it. What a battle back and forth between those two young ladies. There's the elbow drop off the top. Kelly Rivers got out of the way. Marvin, thank you for liking the stream. Bryce Watts exploding out of the corner with a flying forearm. There's the kick, and watch this uppercut. Boom! And that set up the flying forearm in the corner, and Watts that gets the shot. What an impressive win for that young lady right there. Johnny Ivan says we need a shirt that says holy hell. I think we're going to make that shirt. We're going to make a new Bloodsword6 streaming shirt, much like this one. We'll put holy hell right on it, folks. Again, thank you guys for the like and the support. And never say we don't take advice from our audience. If you guys want it, we will try to get it your way. So yes, that could be. We've got a Biff Wellington shirt coming out shortly. And now we'll try to get our holy hell shirt, which has inadvertently become one of my catchphrases here at XFW. When something big happens, it just comes out. Even my wife makes comment on it when she watches some of my streams in the replay. And I mean, it's the only place I use that term is here with you guys. I don't even say that when I say my dog's killing groundhogs in the yard or when Dirk Webb's in the studio. Hell, even when the maniacal glee is running around here. I have a tendency to just cringe and hide in the corner or get on the desk just to avoid Glee altogether. We have heard word that Glee will be in action this week on XFW Danger Zone, as Glee has been itching for a fight. Now, he didn't actually say that because we know Glee doesn't speak. However, he did write it down and pin it on the message board in the XFW studio. It literally said, "I'm itching for a fight." And then there was a weird sketch figure with a stick figure scratching its butt, which was wildly inappropriate. But again, that's the maniacal Glee, folks. So Glee will be in action later this week here on XFW programming. And folks, we will have new items on our Bloodsword6.com merchandise website, including the maniacal Glee COVID mask. So you can get yourself a face mask, wear it in public, and smile as one of the Glee Club with a mask across your face, sporting the maniacal Glee. But right now we're going to head down to ringside for an outstanding match between Sean 2.0 Owens and Hiro Katsuyori next on XFW Ground Zero. Let's hit the button, shall we? As we await the arrival of Sean, there he is, ladies and gentlemen, the United States champion, Sean 2.0 Owens.
Making his way to the ring from Lincoln, Nebraska.
Who is that? Who is that? Andre Stevens! Andre Stevens! Andre Stevens with a steel chair! Andre Stevens with a steel chair! And now lands the good Lord! What the hell? What the absolute hell? What in the bloody blue hell is going on here at XFW? Sean 2.0 Owens, they're trying to get him out of the rampway. Sean 2.0 Owens was slated to go head-to-head with Hiro Katsuyori tonight, folks. And Andre Stevens, who has landed himself an opportunity to challenge Sean Owens for the United States Championship, coming out and laying in a heavy shot with his steel chair. You saw the championship title fly off of the champion Sean Owens, and Andre Stevens with a steel chair. Now, for those that are new to XFW, Andre Stevens is a former professional boxer. Derek Smith saying himself, holy hell, you're absolutely right. But all of us, and there's a reason they call him Savage. Andre Stevens, a former professional boxer, showing up here in XFW, claiming that boxing is better than wrestling, has been getting under the skin of so many wrestlers here in XFW. Now, he has been impressive inside the squared circle. He's got a number of victories back to back. He's done very well for himself. He had a decent rivalry with Bad Boy Marshall Sweet. Sweet did come out victorious, but suffered an ankle injury at the hands of Savage Stevens, and is going to miss a number of weeks, if not more, here in XFW with that injury. But Savage Andre Stevens, with that opportunity, clutching on, getting a shot, and Sean Owens now attacking Owens. And again, this does not bode well for his theory that boxing is better than wrestling when you need a steel chair to make your point. That is not... boxers don't use steel chairs. He has easily adapted to the world of professional wrestling and gotten himself in the mix. Well, up next, folks, is our main event of the evening. I'm just trying to find the music here. There we go. Rick the Dragon Fletcher going toe-to-toe with Lee Bischoff. Now, these two collided last week with the title on the line, and it saw Bischoff put down the Dragon very, very quickly. Now, this was an Extreme Rules match, and Fletcher was out of his element. So tonight is a regular one-on-one competition match. Now, Lee Bischoff said he will not put the title on the line until Rick the Dragon Fletcher earns it. Now, that has resonated with Fletcher, and it seems, folks, he's really put some together here. It seems like he's more ornery than normal. Let's head down to ringside. Our main event starts right now. And here comes the Purple Haze.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Johnny Ivan, thank you for sending 200 stars.
Weighing in at 210 pounds, Rick the Dragon Fletcher.
Johnny Ivan says, can we put Morgan Steiner on toilet paper? That would be outstanding. But I don't think toilet paper is in our Streamlabs store. But we'll see what we can do to get some Steiner. Maybe we can get some tissues or napkins or something. You can blow your nose with Morgan Steiner. But right now, Rick the Dragon Fletcher, the Purple Haze of XFW, coming out. The man who always says he's calm, cool, and collected due to some pharmaceutical assistance. As you see the Purple Haze rolling through the audience, which is in his contract, his own concoction of mist he brings to the ring. But tonight, challenging the man that has been a speed bump in the career of Rick the Dragon Fletcher, and that is the XFW Internet Champion, Lee Bischoff. Fletcher seemed very unlike himself after the loss he suffered last week. He thought he was going to walk away with the championship around his waist. Bischoff had other ideas, was able to pin him, and here comes the champion.
And his opponent from Hall of Fame City, Ohio, weighing in at 272 pounds, one half of the
XFW Internet Champion, Lee Bischoff. This young man has been defending the championship, but doing more so in a Extreme Rules atmosphere, as he does like the ballroom brawl style tactics of Extreme Rules match. He doesn't like to be confined by countouts, by disqualifications, and quite frankly, he seems to enjoy grabbing a baseball bat and laying into his opponent repeatedly. Fletcher has set his sights on that blue championship title. But Bischoff has kept it out of his grasp. And here we go, folks. Our main event ready to start. And there we go. We are off and running. Bischoff starting things out right out the get-go and lands a DDT, driving Fletcher down to the canvas and a quick cover now by Bischoff. But Fletcher gets the shoulder up early. Fletcher, a high flyer, combination style wrestler. Lee Bischoff, more of a brawler. The blue-collar battler, as he calls himself. Not the typical professional wrestler that you see inside the ring. Oh, and a shot to the midsection. Drives him down across the knee. Follows through with a senton now. Does Lee Bischoff. Fletcher already to war. Oh, spoke too soon. Fletcher turns it around. Hoists him up. Oh, and turns it into a cutter. Impressive offense from the Dragon. We've got a cover. And a kick out by Bischoff. Irish whip now by Fletcher. Goes for the kick. Bischoff dodges out of the way. Bischoff down with his own. Irish whip. Picks him up. Big time back body drop. Bischoff now the champion with a number of back-to-back championship defenses and wins in general here at XFW. Has really found his groove. He's been in XFW for a while now. Uh-oh. Fletcher on the top rope. Bad spot. Fletcher with a kick to the face. Bischoff fires back with the right hand. Irish whip now back in the other corner. Bischoff hell-bent on putting Fletcher out of the way. Moving on to his next would-be opponent, but Fletcher refusing to let things go. Fletcher now springing one step to the top rope, and an elbow drop off the top. And Bischoff with a counter. Bischoff instantly sweeping out the leg of the Dragon and drops him down to the canvas. Right-hand counter, kick to the midsection. Uh-oh, Bischoff hoists him up, dumps him down. Right to the side from a butterfly position. Brutal impact on the head and neck of the Purple Haze. A cover, but Fletcher again gets the shoulder up. Fletcher rolling back to his feet. Fletcher charges in. Bischoff grabs him, hoists him up almost with ease. Almost with ease into the turnbuckle. And then dumps him like yesterday's garbage. Bischoff is in an outstanding way here. Doing very well for himself. Hoist him up again. Gonna be a cranial pound. Everyone dumps him off to the side again. Bischoff going to town. Oh, Fletcher diving out of the way. Fletcher rolls through into a gutbuster. Fletcher again going to the top rope. Familiar territory for the Dragon. Beautiful. Spinning shooting stars press. But a kick out by the champion. Oh, the backdrop by Lee Bischoff. Takes Fletcher head over heels. Bischoff now standing there. And oh, and a right hand right to the face of Fletcher. And an armbar takedown now into a crossface by Bischoff, trying to stretch out the shoulder and the neck. Fletcher rolls through. 27 Doc, welcome over on Twitch. Thank you for joining us here at XFW. Fletcher now off the ropes. Fletcher with a body press into a cover. But the champion gets the shoulder up. Rick the Dragon Fletcher looking for an opportunity. Looking for another chance at the XFW Internet Championship. And now repeated shots to the face. After a combination of flurry and blows. Fletcher now, beautiful wrap right into a German suplex. We've got it covered out by Fletcher. Two, almost a 3 count. Bob holding up the 2 fingers. That was close. Fletcher, a blink of an eye with almost a pin over the champion. Irish whip now. Fletcher holds him through. And another German suplex now. Fletcher dropping to one knee. Can't keep the pressure on. He's a little winded. Fletcher across the way. Charging across the ring. Drop kick. That looked a little low. Bischoff again counters. Waiting in line. Bischoff now goes for a shot. Spinning heel kick. Spinning heel kick connected. Fletcher wraps around again. Bischoff levels him. 27 Doc, we do not do 1 versus 1. XFW is a fully produced digital wrestling program. Storyline driven. Written and booked as a regular wrestling federation. Fletcher now rolling through. Fletcher drives again, reverse shot. Driving him down, reverse DDT on the back of the neck. Fletcher with the right hand. Bischoff turning things around. Back elbows now connect. Hooks him up, and down again, little backbreaker. Bischoff focusing the body, but now you see Bischoff getting a little winded. Could it be the champion needs that Extreme Rules opportunity, that survival here in XFW? And again, the tip up and over. The champion takes him over. Skip kick to the back now by the champion. These two are very equally matched here in XFW. Fletcher again going to work. Fletcher wraps him up, drops him down to the back of his head again. What's slow to get up is Fletcher, and even slower is the champion, Bischoff. Fletcher rolls through again, but too close to the ropes. Too close to the ropes was Bischoff. The Dragon now trying to get the crowd behind him. Bischoff unable to get to his feet. Fletcher hoists him up. Scoop slam now for the Dragon. Fletcher stomping away. Bischoff rolling to the outside wisely, avoiding the impact. Both men now back on their feet, squaring off. Counter by Fletcher. Fletcher now trying to get the champion up on the top rope. That's a lot of weight for Fletcher to go. Fletcher now. What has he got planned here? Fletcher, what is this? Fletcher ringing him out into a cutter off the top rope to the champion. Devastating impact. Almost a 3 count. It does not get closer than that. Fletcher almost with the victory right then and there. But again, Bischoff getting the shoulder up, the pure instinct of the champion. Bischoff now on the top rope. Ralph Fletcher with a right hand. Where the hell are they going? Fletcher now on the outside. Oh my God. Fletcher now with Bischoff down to the floor. Suplex from the top. Both men now lying in a pile on the outside. Both men in pain after that hellacious fall from the top rope. Bob will start the count. Fletcher somehow getting back to his feet. Bischoff shoving him back inside. Desperation time now for the champion. Elbow shot to the face. Bischoff with a counter. Stomping away now again on the Dragon, putting all the weight right in the solar plexus of the Dragon. What a back and forth match. Very different from last week's matches. Fletcher now up and over. Fletcher drops him down again across the back of the neck. The Dragon now jumping right to the top rope. Fletcher in control. Fletcher, the arms go up. Purple Haze elbow connects. Fletcher with the shot. Holy hell! Holy hell! Bischoff kicked out, but a second too late. Fletcher gets the pinfall. Fletcher gets the pinfall. Bischoff got the shoulder up, but not till after the referee's hand came down. And Rick the Dragon Fletcher has just pinned the Internet Champion. Rick the Dragon Fletcher may have just earned him a rematch with the championship on the line.
Here's your winner, Rick the Dragon Fletcher.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight. That was our main event. We'll see you tomorrow night for XFW Crossfire around 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time on XFW.